Anyhow.
So what's new, Michael?
So I would like to start off by saying, protecting our family. That's the new topic that we have to discuss today. And one of the things that we did was we installed a Ring camera, which is freaking awesome.
I love our Ring camera.
That thing is clear, man. Yeah, that thing is so
Oh
cool.
my gosh. Do you guys have a Ring camera for your house?
Yeah, and the cool thing is it tells you like if somebody's got a package and all that good stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we had some situations going on, and I've always wanted a Ring camera, like
Right.
even at the other house, and we just kind of procrastinated on getting one.
Right.
And one of the things that I don't like, and I think this just happens, if you live in like a physical house part, you'll get unsolicited people like coming to your door trying to sell you stuff or just knock on your door for random reasons. And I don't like when Michael is at work and then like there's a random man at my door. And most of the time I know they're like just trying to sell me something. Like, I don't know what it
today's
is.
economy, you just don't know.
You just don't know. And then like I seen on TikTok where people were like, you have to be careful with like just not acknowledging that you're there, that you're home, because they may knock to see if anyone's home, and if they're not, they might try to break in. So I'm scary. So I'm always like on edge anytime someone comes to our door. So now with the Ring camera, I'm able to either talk through the door or Michael's able to talk through the door even if he's not here, and it makes you feel more safe at your home because you have a camera outside
of safety.
Yep. And then a couple other things that we're doing in reference to protecting our family is I'm telling you, we are what's the word I'm looking for? We're buckling down on cameras. If that's the best term to use for that.
We sure are, and we're gonna make sure that we get it right.
No, but for real though, like Michael recently got a camera for his car. So you know how like we're TikTok watchers, so we see stuff all the time, like just random craziness is going on. And one thing that we see is like some people will literally hit you and then try to pretend like you did it.
Slam on brakes. I saw a video where this guy was walking across the street. The guy stopped in the car now, mind you. This dude's walking across the street, and then he walks up to the hood of the vehicle, pretty much kind of jumps on the vehicle a little bit, and then falls down like he just got hit by the guy. Luckily, the guy had a car camera to record the whole situation, but I'm just like, it was one of those things that you don't think about
until it happens.
And I'm like, man, that was dope that the guy actually had proof, because what would have happened to him if he didn't,
And then there was another scenario where this dude had like a really expensive car. I don't remember if it was like a Lamborghini or it was some type of like sports, really expensive vehicle. And they actually was at a red light and backed up into the car that was behind them and tried to act like that car hit their car. And what they didn't know is that the person behind them had a dash cam.
Yep.
And so whenever they played the footage back, it was like, nah, boo, like you parked and bagged up into this car.
Right.
Like, why do people do stuff like that?
I don't know. And you got to keep in mind that there's crazy people out here right now. And there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. One of the things too, and I'm a very big advocate, I don't really care if this pisses anybody off, but I'm a really big advocate of having a weapon. So one of the things I did was make sure we have a shotgun to at least protect the house. Also, we are putting the little ones in, what is it, jiu-jitsu or something like that? That's what they want to do? Or
Krav Maga.
Krav Maga, that's right. Yeah. So
but let's circle back to the gun, okay? Because I want to stick on that for a little bit. Yeah. So, yes, Michael he has a shotgun. Now, he's had this for a while at this point. It's just a collective amount of different things that we've been putting in place over the last year that made us be like, you know what, we need to bring this up because we just recently got like the cameras and stuff. But the shotgun, we watched a movie. What was it called?
Was The Strangers.
The Strangers.
I'll never forget that, yeah.
We watched the movie. This is what made him get the shotgun. Now, granted, he had already wanted the shotgun or some type of protection in the house, but after we watched this movie, I feel like you went and got it like the next day or something.
Yeah, because it was a new fear unlocked.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the movie The Strangers.
Right.
But it was this couple. I can't remember if they were at a cabin or they were on vacation or were they at their house.
I don't remember. I know it was a house. I just don't know if it was like a vacation house or what. I can't remember.
I feel like I can't remember either, but that part don't even matter. They were at some type of house.
Right.
And it was just a regular day. You know, they came home and these intruders started like messing with them. I'm trying to stop cursing.
Yeah.
They started messing with them
Yeah.
and like beating on the door and then going to the back and knocking on the glass and like just doing stuff to like terrorize them. And then eventually they got in the house and they had no protection, I want to say.
Right.
And so these people just came in and eventually they did take them out. Like they took them out. And by the end of that movie, it's been a while since I watched it, so I can't remember everything.
Stressful. It's a stressful movie.
Yeah, but by the end of it, we was like, dang, we ain't got nothing.
Right.
That if something like that happened to us, like what would we do? And like the next day he went and got a shotgun.
Yep.
Because he was like, if they had a shotgun, this wouldn't have been no problem. And he was technically right.
They come
like
through that door, you drop them.
Yeah, so that's why he got it. The thing that bothers me with having like a gun in the house, and I don't know if you're in a different country, y'all might not even have this, because I think this is an American thing. And then Michael's from Georgia, so like this is normal behavior for him on top of that, like country boy stuff. I feel very uneasy around weapons in general. Like, I feel very uneasy. Even when he first got it, I was scared to touch the dang on shotgun. Like, he was trying to show me how to load it and how to do this and how to do that. Yeah. And so one thing that he wants to do for me specifically is take me to a shooting range, because I've never really held a weapon. Definitely anytime I'm around a weapon, it gives me anxiety just because of the fact that I know what it can do, especially a shotgun. But for some reason, it's nothing to him, and then it's nothing to Colin either, because he's like a gun guy. Colin is my youngest son. He knows everything about guns. He knows the name of them, what they do, the different types of they be having like this gun type conversations, and I'm like, what are y'all talking about? And he's like, oh, it's just a la 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 la. And I'm like, how do you know this? You're like 11.
It's funny too, because believe it or not, I actually didn't touch my first gun until I was about 25.
What? Really?
Yeah. What wound up happening was I went into the police academy, and before I ever did anything like that, I've never held a gun because my mom was the same way.
Yeah, I do not feel comfortable.
So when I went through, law enforcement, then I got very familiar with handguns and shotguns and all that good stuff. And I definitely believe in having protection. I don't, that's just my firm belief.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? And like, I can't say that it's not a need, especially with everything that's going on in America. It's a lot. It's a lot that's going on, and you have to do what you have to do to protect your own. You really do. I mean, it's not something that you want to think about. That has to happen, but it's better to be prepared than to not be prepared.
Amen.
You know?
Amen.
And then, like you said, putting the kids in self-defense classes. So I'm Mama Bear, and it's like the kids are going back to public school this year. So they've been homeschooled for 4 years now. This is the 4th year that we've homeschooled, and they're going back to school this year. And it ain't even just like they're going back to elementary school. They're going to middle and high school. And so it's like, I want my kids to know how to defend themselves in any type of situation. Right. This is just a Mama Bear type of, this is what I want for my kids. And then Colin, he also loves the idea of different types of fighting techniques. Like you had mentioned, I don't know how to say it.
Jiu-jitsu, Krav Maga.
Right.
All that good stuff.
So he's very interested in learning that kind of stuff. Amari, my oldest, he don't care. But I care for him. So I'm like, nah, I'm going to make sure you're equipped just in case, because you never know. To defend yourself, because you just never know.
That's the key. Luckily you have extremely polite children too, so
but I want them to be polite, and then if something happening, like, all right, I told you to leave me alone. I had to put you in the headlight. Be like, what did we learn?
Right. We don't promote bullying, however, we do promote defending yourself, and taking up for those that can't defend themselves as well too is very important.
Yeah.